Alright, well, welcome to Season 4, Episode 10, Quiet Woods. Honestly, the vibes in this painting are pretty chill. I think I'm gonna, go for a full light blue fill. Start off. Are you glad that you are no longer in Justin's stream? I hope that brings you just great joy. As Tank Fog. Are you already gone for the holidays? I think you said that you were leaving today at some point. You leave tomorrow. Oh. I guess we gotta get that rando in tonight. You'll probably bring your PC. Fuck it. Oh shit. It'll be like Arma's here the whole time. That's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Chat, is this real? Yeah, I'm definitely just here existing the whole time. I got nowhere to be. So, you know, same old for me. Hope this helps. I think real quick, I might mark in the horizon. Just real quick. Just do like a quick little. I had the mouse pad the wrong way. I just realized. Oopsie. If I wasn't being required to watch pets, I would likely be home, but alas. At least if you're able to bring your PC and such, that'll be cool. If possible, I would rando tonight, though. Alright, Fig, no more crashing on the bombers tonight. We have to do drunk Mario rando. SM64 rando. He did mention it. Good morning, Prac. Hey. How are you? We need the newest version? True. We really would need the newest version. SM64 into Wind Waker into OTMM. Just do it all back to back to back. Yeah, that'd be pretty quick, honestly. I think that'd work out pretty well. Fig doing this whole like casual playthrough thing for the decomp stuff. This is just him practicing for OTMM. Like now the chances of him finishing MM go up dramatically. And since Fig was like he's just gonna be existent now. What if he's just like one day like goes live like learning new OOT 100% route? Imagine that appears on our feeds. Like holy fuck. I don't think the world would just like explode, honestly. I don't know if we'd be able to handle it. Okay, well, I remember at BGDQ2 when we were doing a Wind Waker rando at like 4 in the morning or some shit. I remember Pope was in chat and he was like asking Fig like, "Oh yeah, do you think like you'll do speedrun stuff again?" And Fig was like, "Yeah, maybe. I'm just busy with school right now, so I can't really." So I'm like, I remember a few years ago, Fig was like learning. I don't even know what it is. Like, I think it's like the Shadow Temple, like boss key skip or something, or some kind of skip thing from like the lens room. Is it from the lens room? Yeah, I think so. I think it's from there. I don't know. Some like really dumb looking trick that I remember him like trying to learn. Need to convince Fig and Haleython Runner to get into Wind Waker Rando again. True. That would be kind of wibbly quavy. Also, this horizon definitely needs to come down a bit. I'm just noticing. Just because, like, I put the horizon line here in that spot if it was, like, the same shape. If I had the same canvas size as the Bob canvas, but I don't have exactly the same canvas size, so I kind of have to compensate for it. Something like, I think something more like that. It probably was the Shadow Boss key skip, most likely. I just remember it looked really dumb. Can we finally finish one? Hey, all I'm saying is whenever Arma and I have done an OOT MM, we've both finished both games every time. So, not everyone can be an elite speed gamer couple like us. I'm gonna go. Damn, I don't see an IV emote, but I typed in like :IV and this is the first thing that pops up for some reason. Twitch bits reward. Okay, why do I have that? So I need to like blow my nose real quick because noses are nosy. Oh shit, G has that emote too, Pog. Thinking I haven't finished. He'll finish OOT, but he never finishes Rip. But maybe now he will. Until now. Oh, that's a definite. The other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday, I was looking at like that Pope's Twitch channel, just watching him, and I looked at the part where like of your bio where like I guess where it says like about insert username and it shows like the follower count, what team you're on, and there's like a little short like description of yourself or just whatever you put there. And his says like full-time Zelda and Mario speedrunner. But when I read it for a quick second, for some reason I thought it said full-time Zelda male speedrunner. And I was like, what? I'd be like, well, you know, I'm a full-time male speedrunner. It does not say full-time male speedrunner, unfortunately. I wish it did. Oh my god. Hold up. Thankfully, I sent this to Carlos so I can find it really easily. But like, y'all, there was just like a good while yesterday where just like this timestamp in his VOD, like, it was just that for a good minute yesterday. I was like, bro, this is so fucked. And like his normal shit is already fucked. So I was like, bro, this is like beyond fucked. This is like super fucked. Yeah. Yep. It's pretty great. Oh, Tom Nook. What do you mean, Tom Nook? Like, is that what you hear in Animal Crossing? Like when you're like trying to like scam some bells out of him? Is that what you're hearing the whole time? He is dead. That's definite. I need to turn my fan on. Oh, level 2? Okay, we're starting with level 2, apparently. Fuck it. Girl, he is dead. True. That bitch is dead. Hey, Tara, you want some? This bitch empty. Eat. Speaking of this bitch empty. There's another one they spam, and it's like Isabel or something. Or it's this other girl. I hate that one. Oh, frag. Yeah, the fact that he just keeps going. Like, yeah, no big deal. I'm just gonna just keep going with it. No problem at all. Yeah, honestly, an impressive skill in its own right. Also, the good news is, unrelated to Pope's alerts being just wonderful ASMR to listen to when you're just trying to chill and vibe, I finished up and sent the thing, or is a thing that I was working on for somebody yesterday. So yay. So that's good. Yo, Ark, how are you? How are you today? Mr. Pretty sure that you got your Secret Santa today, is what you said. Gonna keep, yep. I'm doing pretty good. I'm on, I think, almost a week of waking up before like 11 a.m. every day, which is it's like pretty good for me. I'm usually pretty bad at getting up at before noon. I've been a lot better at it. So that feels really good. I hope to keep it like that for a while. Especially like in like the winter months when it's like it turns 5 p.m. then it's like pitch black all of a sudden. It's like, oh. Like honestly, when it becomes winter time, it's like time passes like an OOT where it's just like daylight, and then like a minute passes and then it's like, oh, it's nighttime all of a sudden. But I've been saying for a while that I think that like waking up around 10 to 11 range is just like kind of like optimal for me. It doesn't feel too early. It doesn't feel like too late in the day. And like regardless of when it is, you still get like a good amount of sunlight too. Like how there are previous times, like previous weeks, like it's 1 p.m. right now. So there'll be other times where it's like, oops, like I'm still sleeping for like 2 more hours. It is a tough thing to do though. But I want to keep at it. Waking up earlier during winter is so much better. Yeah. So true. I usually sleep more in winter because I'll wake up and bed warm, house cold, so I'll stay in bed longer and fall asleep again. Yeah, that's the worst part. Just falling asleep again after waking up. I know that one all too well. Just, oops, I woke up. Oops, I fell asleep for an extra 3 hours. Because I'm pretty sure also, like, when you have that happen, like, it's not even, like, good sleep usually if you, like, are awake and then you just, like, fall back asleep for multiple hours. At least that's what I've always heard, that it's, like, not even good sleep. Because whole, like, sleep cycle stuff. It just fucking sucks when you just can't fall asleep. That's like the absolute worst. Like, just let me fall asleep, dude. Like, come on. Like, damn, I should have go to bed now. Then you lay down and the tired is not there. Yeah. I think that's why I definitely have also just been wanting to try and like kind of normalize my sleep schedule a bit more recently. As of like last week. Since like I'll have like a week where it's just like, all right, like these like Monday, Tuesday, I wake up at like, I don't know, like 2, 3 p.m. and then like the next day I wake up at like 11 a.m. and then like the day after I wake up at like 2 p.m. again or something. And it's like, you know, I should really try and like just get myself on a more focused, consistent sleep schedule. I think that'd probably be a lot better. And maybe it'll eventually just become more ingrained, so it's like, okay, like I am just waking up at this hour without having to force myself up. Today I definitely kind of laid in bed for a little bit, just snoozing my alarm for a bit, but pretty sure I still got up from bed before 11. I think my alarm was set for like 10:20, 10:30-ish. I think I got up like around 11, give or take a little bit. I forget exactly when I got up, honestly. You get a bit different REM one cycle, even if, but since the schedule is off, it's not really effective, yeah. I was definitely watching some videos recently, and they were saying like, oh, like you want to be getting like at least like 6 hours of sleep a night, just because sleep cycle stuff. Maybe that varies per person and such. I'm like, aight. Okay. Let's go right here. Another unrelated to sleeping though is that we are almost done watching Breaking Bad. For those who have heard that I am watching Breaking Bad for the first time, I am almost done with it. So it's getting kind of spicy. As someone who has never seen this show before, I'm like, I'll keep saying that it just like impresses me how much they're able to keep the show tense feeling like all the way through. There's definitely kind of some like just some kind of like, I guess like lower points, like little maybe some stretches of episodes where it's like, oh, like there's not really too much going on here, but like they're just I don't know how they do it. They just keep it really tense. Heyo, Breaking Bad. It's a really good time. Yeah. Going into Breaking Bad, the only thing I knew about it was the pizza meme. That was the only thing I knew about the show, was the pizza. 100% watch Better Call Saul after. Yeah, I've heard that it's really good. I have no idea what the premise of that show is. But when he showed up in Breaking Bad, I was like, pointers? Yo. I've heard of this guy. You watched it week to week back in the day, like when it was first airing. It fucks me up that Breaking Bad came out, yeah, 2008. I'm like, bruh. That is crazy that it started in 2008. Like I in my head always think that Breaking Bad started in like 2014 or something. Like, it feels like such a newer show in my head. Like, but then, like, I heard it's like, yeah, it started in 2008. I'm like, what do you mean it started in 2008? Yeah, I don't know if I really, like, remember hearing about it, like, back when it was newer. But Justin was telling me that apparently, like, it wasn't very popular when it first aired. Apparently, it, like, didn't really, like, get much traction until, like, a season or two in, I think. Until, like, season 2 or 3 is when I guess it just got popular for whatever reason. Verified streamer, ew. It's true, Justin. Well, I guess I can't say Better Call Saul is good because I haven't seen it. I remember being in high school when it ended. That's all everyone talked about in your senior year. I hope you watched all of Breaking Bad in your chemistry class prac that you definitely took. I mean, I took a chemistry class in grade 12, but I honestly only took it because people like said like, oh yeah, this chemistry class in grade 12 of high school is like really easy and it's just like fun. Yo, Ja, good morning. How are we doing? I've heard Better Call Saul is really good. I want it to finish before you started watching, so you can just binge it if you desire. The classic. Did take chem in grade 11, 12, but we had this crazy mom, so she didn't watch Breaking Bad. We had this crazy mom, like your teacher was a crazy mom. Is that what you're saying? I haven't seen Jesse's movie, but I've seen random clips. Oh yeah, I think I heard, yeah, he has like a spin-off movie or something. Okay. Let's get some Mario Brush going real quick. Let me go Mario Brush. You'll just like kind of block in a little bit. This doesn't have to be like accurate at all right now, just to have a little like something to go off of. We'll have to actually also start organizing the My Hero watch session. Since now we have all of season 6 and all of season 7 to watch, and then I think season 8 will be the last season, I'm pretty sure, for My Hero. It's perfect timing too, since I'll be unemployed soon. Doesn't your contract end in February? I believe. Yep, and then you get to go to Japan for 2 weeks. Damn, everyone just going to Japan. I didn't know that was happening though. The fuck? You better have a good time there. God damn. friends wanted to go and invited you? Ooh. Yeah, you know, just kind of think about going to Japan. Yeah, you want to go? Yeah, you know. Just finish this heart surgery real quick, and I'll be good to go, man. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Just head over there real quick. Yeah, it's fine. How the conversation went, probably. Something I've heard many times about Japan is how allegedly, I don't know if it's like a specific like city in Japan, but there is somewhere, some part of Japan that has it. So like on their roads, there's like these embedded like sprinkler systems like in the roads for like the winter time, which like sprays like hot water onto the road, which allegedly just like melts like snow and ice. Because I guess like in that area, it gets just not cold enough for it to like freeze over. So I guess like that's why they're able to do that. At least that's what I like always saw people say whenever like that would appear on my feed. They're like, oh, why don't we just have that everywhere? And they're like, well, if we had it like over here where like it can get like really cold, like it would just like freeze over. But a pretty neat thing. Yeah, I don't know if like anywhere else in the world has that kind of thing going for it. Or if it's like, if wherever in Japan that is, if they just happen to have like that like specific like perfect climate to be able to do that. Also, y'all, I need to like shower later so badly. That's the tweet. I need to shower later, and I need a mud mask, and I need to shave. God, it's gonna be good. That's gonna be my plan later. I'm gonna mud mask, and then I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna shave, and it's gonna be like, oh, just gonna feel amazing. Clean your pussy. Sorry, language. Yeah, I'm offended by the word pussy, actually. And everything. Yeah, can I get an everything shower? Yeah, no cream cheese. Can I get avocado on that too, actually? Okay. Why is it called an everything bagel? Like, what's the tea with that? I don't know why they call it an everything bagel. Like, is it just like... And then... You took an everything shower yesterday, thinking I was going to get dick, but I got a turkey dinner instead. Damn, you never replied, Prac. I asked, is that Mary Brown's? And then you said... And I was like, oh, okay. Because there's 2 shit on that bagel. Oh. Pink hair mask. What is it? Pink hair mask. I'm in a dung. Ugh, I'm in a dung. Understandable. That is understandable. Hey, Ebo. 2 shit? Exactly. That's a definite Ebo's trying to enroll Josh into the primary friend triads. Hair color treatment since your pink is fading. Oh, that makes sense. Is it fading? I feel like it like still looks like on Snapchat. I feel like it still looks pretty prominent. But maybe the camera does. I mean, okay, well, my Snapchat camera definitely doesn't do it justice, like when I take snaps of stuff. But maybe it's like an instance of like when Pope got his hair dyed. Like it's crazy looking back at it, like how like saturated the blue color was in his hair when he first got his hair dyed. Like looking back at that, I'm like, wow. Actually, like just wild. I do it weekly so it doesn't have like a fading period. Ooh, that's a Chad strat. I can never steal my twin's primary friend. Ebo's gonna start playing League. The primary friend with Josh. Ooh, also, you know what I found on my desk like yesterday that I forgot I had is like one of these things for like your fingers where you just like go like that on it. I've been kind of using that a little bit the past few days. I need that. A few years ago, I bought this like grip strengthener like pack off of Amazon, and it included like a pretty good selection of things in it. The main thing being like an actual, just like kind of more traditional grip strengthener, which was like adjustable, where it was just like, you know, one of the things you just hold like this and just squeeze it, and you could like adjust like how much resistance was on it. It was really good, and I think it actually like it was a pretty good product. The only problem was that it just randomly just broke on me one day. Like it just like the plastic like cracked and it was just like unusable at that point. I was like, well, that sucks. So guess we're not using this anymore. I forgot we were talking about grip strengtheners a while back, and you got some kind of grip strengthener. I forgot about that happening. Oh yeah, because I think you said yours like goes around your wrist, and it has like little like circle, like little rings that you put on each of your fingers, and you like do that or something with each finger. The good news is that in terms of like exercising, I did take yesterday as kind of like a break day. I felt like I kind of needed one. But I've been using the bike more recently. The indoor bike that we acquired from some neighbor that didn't want it or didn't need it anymore or whatever. Twins primary friend. Oh, also an interesting thing is that on Saturday, I think it was, we acquired a stainless steel frying pan. Since we've always just had like normal like non-stick pans. And I definitely noticed on the pan that we had, it was definitely starting to like peel. Like you could see like the coating on it was starting to peel off, and I'm like, my dad was also like, yeah, this probably isn't too good to be using. Feels a little sus using that when you can like see like the coating like peeling off. Damn, I forgot about prag positivity. Is the pan in the kitchen with the kitchen sign? Yes. They are both currently, if you go up in the kitchen right now, they're both rendered at the same time. It's kind of hype. Yeah, kind of hype though. We got a new stove, we got a new frying pan, we got a scrub daddy recently because the brush we had in our sink was actual garbage. I don't know, hype kitchen arc incoming. Since yeah, like our stove, or I guess like the oven part of the stove, like randomly just like kind of like started dying on us recently. For anyone who hasn't heard that, I know my dad tried cooking something in the oven like a week and a half ago, and it just like wasn't working right. He said that it took like an hour and a half just to like cook some chicken, and it like still like didn't cook it fully, and he had to like finish it in the air fryer. And so someone at work was like, "Oh, maybe you just like accidentally turned the stove off or turned the oven off and just didn't realize it." And then he tried again, and then it was like, "Nope, it's just fucked up." Which is so bizarre to me because I don't remember us ever having a single issue with our oven. And like all of a sudden it just like isn't working. I'm like, oh, we went from it working perfectly fine to all of a sudden it just being unusable now. Feels great, honestly. Your boss is talking to me. What did you think of my dinner? Your dinner looked really good. What was the occasion? Exactly. It was like an early Christmas thing that y'all did or something. If y'all do Christmas stuff. It didn't look that old. The stove that we had, at minimum, it is the old stove we had was 13 years old at minimum, but I'm pretty sure it was much older than that because we've been in this house for 13 years. And it's been there since we moved here, and I'm not sure how old it was prior to then. It was a Whirlpool stove. I don't know if Whirlpool is still like a brand or not that exists. But like, yeah, we've never had a problem with it. And it's like, well, I guess it is kind of old at this point. But it's like, god fucking damn, dude. Cousin's Christmas. So it wasn't Mary Brown's, is what you're saying? They did not get you guys Mary Brown's? Insert like a whole turkey or something that I'm pretty sure I saw on your snap. Is that Mary Brown's? Yep. That's Mary Brown's. It's all homemade, but you bought a pie from Longo's. I don't think I've ever been into a Longo's. I feel like I've like seen them like just in passing. Like I don't know why, like something about them, like they don't feel like a real thing to me. I don't know why. Maybe just cause I guess cause I've just never been in one. I don't know what it is with them. But I've definitely seen them around. I guess there's definitely none in my area, I don't think. But my dad is doing a turkey for Christmas, so I guess we'll see how the oven goes for that. How the new oven works. It is induction, so that's cool. I was gonna get Mary Brown's yesterday when I got my pie, but I got this local poutine place instead, and it burnt my mouth because it was fresh, so I didn't eat all of it. Dude, burning your mouth is fucked. It's so tragic when that happens off of food. I guess I don't know what else you would burn your mouth off of. If you're one of those, like, performers that, like, puts, like, those, like, flaming, like sticks in their mouths, like, at, like, circuses or some shit. Oh. Just a bougie grocery store, perfect. Next BGDQ, we get our grocery order from Longo's. I have been to Metro before. There was a few years ago. I think my dad and I were driving like way out to this Metro. I forget where it was, but we definitely like were. That was like a little arc we had of driving out to Metro. I think just because they had like pretty good prices, I guess. Now we're on that food basics grind. That's where we're remaining currently, food basics. Which when we went out to food basics on Saturday, there was someone I guess he was talking to that said that like they were like over at Walmart and they like left and came there, I guess, because it was just like way too busy at Walmart. And I'm like, yeah, I could only imagine like everybody is trying to go there. Because I guess definitely Walmart is more of like the normie place to go. It's just like, oh yeah, it's like the one everyone knows. Let's all go to Walmart. It makes me remember back when like early pandemic was a thing, when like there was like only like X amount of people were allowed in like the stores at a time. And the Walmart nearby me, there was always like a huge fucking line to get into the Walmart during then. And I was like, hell with this. And I just like walked like down, like literally like 2 minutes down the street, went to like to the No Frills. There was a No Frills and I think a Metro down the street. And it was like, you could just walk in because there wasn't like a million people trying to get in. But I definitely remember, yeah, just like always looking over and seeing a shit ton of people just waiting to get in. I'm like, damn, these people are missing out by not just going down the street to where the other two grocery stores are instead. It's been a minute since I thought about that. I'm like, yep, that definitely happened though. That definitely happened. And also, it feels good that it's been like, what, 2 weeks, week and a half since I got my up-to-date COVID shot. I'm like, damn, my arm feels good now. It doesn't hurt anymore. Feels nice. Feels nice when your arm just feels normal. Did you have to count people, Prac? Like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait for someone to leave, and then you can come in, okay? I'm just laughing. As far as doing the dairy frozen. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this pint of red velvet ice cream with me. Did they even make red velvet ice cream? I don't know if I've ever heard of red velvet ice cream. It probably exists, honestly. Probably. I did steal the strawberry drumsticks. Were they cunt? Drumstick pointers. True. That's an insane reference, actually. Strawberry cheesecake drumsticks. Damn, that's actually right up your alley. I gotta say, I am usually not a fan of strawberry flavored things. I feel like a lot of times they can just have like a weird taste to them, personally. Like, I always remember whenever like we'd get like Neapolitan ice cream, I never like wanted the strawberry ice cream. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the chocolate and the vanilla ice cream. Yo, Harpoon, who are you? Love strawberry flavored things except for milkshakes. It has been a while for me. Just gotta get a dessert that's made with like actual strawberries instead of like fake strawberry flavoring. Like there's this one pastry dessert chef that I watch on YouTube, Claire Savitz, I think is her name. And like some of the things that she'll do at times will be like recreating like just X product just like in her kitchen. And so like one of the things was like those like oatmeal like cream pie like sandwich thingies that are like two like little like oatmeal cookies with like the little like cream like filling thing in the middle. Like she recreated that, and it's just like all like the ingredients that they use like in like the factory version. It's just like goddamn. Meanwhile, hers is like busting with like actual ingredients, not just a fuck ton of preservatives and shit. Like damn, like you can just tell like hers is just way better. Just like by default. Since it's actually being made fresh and not just being mass produced in a factory. The powder that's called strawberry flavoring contains like maybe like 1% actual strawberry in it. Love this. Do y'all care about like ingredients in the food you get and such, or none of y'all like that? I'm definitely kind of like that nowadays. Just trying to like actually, I guess, like have things that are like not completely terrible for you. Of all things you said, but also with bananas versus banana flavored things. I've always heard with banana flavored stuff is that allegedly is that the banana flavoring is based on how bananas used to taste like 20, 30 years ago or something, because apparently bananas we have now taste different because of like bananas like mutating or something. That's what I've always heard. If that's true or not, I'm not a doctor. I can tasting specific things and certain stuff can be like, yeah. And just knowing, at least for me, like just knowing like what you're eating is like not like the worst thing ever for you. I think it all started once I started getting like natural peanut butter, because like you know, you can just make peanut butter with like just peanuts, but like normal like peanut butter that you get from the store, that most people probably get from the store, has like a bunch of like just extra like bullshit in it that you don't need. This all goes back to nutrition being hard. That's like the moral of the story, is that nutrition is just difficult. If it's true, then bananas are just better nowadays. True, bananas are good nowadays. That is true. You know, I just like happen to have a palate that prefers foods that are, I guess, just like generally like better for you. I sin, but also chicken and rice, do they cancel out? Sin is still a sin. I can't condone any sinning. But if you have the chicken and rice, that'll be good. You are your own person, Mr. City. Who am I to stop you? I know, but I feel bad. And then don't. If you feel bad, then. Oh my fucking god, yes, Adge. Adge. Love this. Oh, yeah, that tree is angled. It's kind of good though, honestly. We like interesting structures. So have we all gotten our Secret Santa stuff figured out yet? Mine's all done. Mine's all complete. So I don't gotta worry about mine anymore. Which feels good, honestly. Not having to worry about it. And I know my person received the thing from me. You sent yours out Friday even though you didn't get all your gifts. Was there something you weren't able to acquire for your person? Or is there something that you still like plan to send out later? Bunch of shit or on Etsy still hasn't arrived. I'm assuming it's stuck in Canada post hell. I think I saw a thing saying that allegedly the strike ended. So hopefully that stuff gets all sorted out soon. Maybe they bring Yoshi in to help with Canada Post like the backlog. Like, oh, Yoshi, UPS extraordinaire, we need your expertise. We're transferring you to Canada. Canada needs a big, strong speedrunner to help Canada Post. I'll do my best. These packages won't have their way with me. Feels good. I haven't seen Max Yikes in a while. Damn, that shit's on FFZ. Oh my god. And Kendall uploaded it. Damn, like that emote is like a time capsule in itself. I was like, holy fuck, FFZ and Kendall. Right? I'd say this middle tree, like right here, the tree trunk is a little thick, but honestly, that's perfectly fine. Honestly. Nothing wrong with a little thick tree, right? flushed sunglasses at G. Okay. Oh, so this... There's a blue sky post I saw. I should be putting these in first. Whoops. There's a blue sky post I saw that was like just going around saying like, all right, what's one like hype art thing you learned this year? And I was gonna repost it, and then like I think like when I thought about it later, I just like couldn't find it anymore. And I was like, rip. Like I don't care enough to like try and find this, but I was gonna say that this year for art stuff, I have put a lot more active thought into working on values in painting. And that's definitely something that is very easy to just like neglect, or something that just goes unnoticed. I guess if you don't know what I mean by values exactly, just meaning like having good contrast between like lights and darks. And like an easy way to check is just when you're, at least if you're working digitally, just putting like a black overlay, like fill like a layer with black, and then like set it to color mode for the layer style, and then you'll, I think I like heard a thing a while back, like I forget if it's like exactly 100% accurate, but it kind of just lets you see like what you're working on in just grayscale, so just like black and whites and grays, and just a good way to look at it sometimes, so you can see like, oh, like this part needs to, you know, be brighter or whatever to stand out from this. Definitely just something that I didn't necessarily actively think about. And I don't know what made me start thinking about it, but I recently, on things that I've worked on, I've been like actively trying to like make sure like values are good. And so, one thing that I kind of learned for painting, like let's say some video I was watching that was talking about this sort of stuff, was somebody saying how like, oh, it doesn't really matter like what colors you use in some sense, as long as like you have the correct values in your painting, it can look good still. And then it gets kind of weird because it's like, if I'm like, you know, in my drawing program and I have like this like darker blue color selected, but I keep like the saturation and like the brightness in the same spot, but I switch the hue over to yellow, it now becomes a brighter tone, even though it has like the same like value, like according to the program, of like the same luminosity, I guess technically is what you'd say there. So art hard, right, Panza? How are you doing today? Okay, I have to get ready for work soon. How soon are we talking? Five to 10 minutes? Blubbers. Feels 5 to 10 minutes, man. Well, I hope it goes good today. Do you get much of a break from it, or are you just kind of working all the way through? Just Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Damn, no Boxing Day off, blubbers. Kind of fucked up. Where's the Boxing Day representation at? You have to work today and Thursday, so they're anti-Canadian? That is messed up. Honestly, they probably are. If I had to guess. Well, I hope the vibes are good there today. This tree is really interesting. Very like, it's very rough and rugged looking. That's a definite. Carlos is on Discord on his phone right now, apparently. If he just comes in here, like, just all of a sudden, he's like, uh-huh. Imagine. That'd be crazy, actually, if that happened. And the other good news is that I am only like what? Like yeah, like 2 weeks and a day away from my doctor's appointment where I'll be like get my ears drained. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna feel good. It's gonna go crazy, yeah. They said a week before I go, well, I think I said 5 days before I go, I should start putting like oil, like just like extra virgin, like olive oil, just from the kitchen, to start putting like like a drop in like each ear like every day before to like help soften it up, I guess. Makes sense. My dad got a syringe that I can use, or it's an eyedropper, I guess, technically. I think he originally said he was gonna get a syringe, but then he came home with an eyedropper. I'm like, yeah, this'll work just fine. Hopefully, we'll be just ears will be feeling normal afterwards. I wonder, like, low key, like how many like extra like having like your ears like clogged up like that, like how many like extra side effects like might you just like have because of it? Like, because I could imagine having like extra just like built up like pressure like in your ears, like in your head. Like I can only imagine that's like, I don't know. We'll probably just maybe just feel like way better afterwards. Like, I guess who knows what kind of like chain reactions like just having something like that just could cause. Because the body is crazy. I feel a loss of balance for a bit since parts of your ear help with that. Interesting. You know, there are some times where it feels like my balance is a little off. I wonder if that could be because of built up just earwax or something. I just want to be able to just like lay on my side and not feel like, oops, my ear is plugged from this. I want to be able to not have to not deal with that anymore. Would be nice, personally. That's what I want, because it's been like a year or something. It's felt like this, I'm pretty sure, and I just like haven't gotten anything done with it. So feels good. Hopefully soon TM incoming. Lots of things will feel really loud. Is that how it always felt for you? Cause like I never like noticed like, I don't know, like everything still like sounds like fine. I never like noticed anything like sounding like quieter or anything, which is like the weird thing for me. Which is maybe is why I never really did anything about it, because it's like, well, everything still sounds fine, so it wasn't like that big of a concern. Maybe that's what maybe Prac needs his ears cleaned, since he's always going like, what? I wonder like what they like how common it is for people's ears to get clogged like this, and like people don't get anything done about it because they maybe just don't know or don't realize. Like, does your average person like need their ears like drained out? You gain back a bunch of higher frequencies they've been hearing for a while, since lower frequencies are more dense, so they make it past anything. I see, I see. Makes sense. I wonder if after I get this done, if I should like if like once a week or something, if I should like put like oil in my ears, since they said like, oh yeah, you know, like put olive oil or just whatever oil you have like in your ears before coming, just to like help soften up the wax. And it's like, I wonder if that's something like that should just be done like on a normal basis, just to like keep it like soft and not like getting built up. Never heard of using oil. Yeah, that's what the doctor told me to do. Just like, yeah, just drop in, I guess, just a couple drops of oil in each ear. I don't know, like, if I, you know, like when I lay on my side, I put some drops of oil in my ear, like, is it just gonna stay in there, or like when I tilt my head back up, is it just gonna start running down my ear? I assume like some will probably run out, I imagine. Always get this solution from the store. I think G told me about that too, but I guess the doctor is like, oh, well, this is something that they'll have like in their house likely, so I'll just tell them to use this instead of be like, oh, go to the store and get this product. And I can only imagine that like it's probably not like completely necessary. Like if I like forgot to like do the oil thing for my ears, I'm sure like it'd probably be fine, but I imagine it just makes it easier and probably takes less time when I'm there, so I don't have to spend as much time there, ideally. Some probably, yeah. Normally let it dissolve in your ear, at least with the solution it does that, and you put a towel on your ear, tilt it the other way. And it's like, I'm sure like waiting just like a minute or two will be probably sufficient. I would only imagine. Yeah, that's true. You can just look at your phone. Exactly. It'll be a good feel. I'll be looking forward to it. Excited to hear your experience. Yeah. Like, I'm so curious how it's gonna feel, like, just the actual, like, instant of, like, them, like, draining your ear out. Like, it's probably gonna feel, like, so weird. I know Prac was saying, like, a week or two ago in here that it feels, like, really good. And I believe you said it feels really good, but can only wait for the actual experience to occur, I guess, to truly know what it'll be like. That feels weird for me since it feels like there's water in your nose sometimes. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Body is crazy. And that got me thinking, like, I wonder if like of other animals, like do they get like wax built up in their ears? Like low key? Or are other animals' ears just built better? Like it's like weird with like some animals. I know they're like their whole like their eardrum and everything is all like internal in their head. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there are some animals that are like that. So there's no like external like ear on them. Remember when I first got it done, I was like 19. Girl, I got up and I was like, I can hear a whole new world. Father, what can I leave to be on my own? I have a whole world to hear. That video started popping up in my feed again recently. You know, I'll always remember when we were watching that Pinocchio movie in Discord. I didn't watch like any of it because Hunter came by and we were playing Rivals 1 the whole time. But I remember I had like I had like the movie up like on like the side, but I definitely didn't pay attention to any of it. That shit went on an hour too long. Dude, okay. No, I have to show it. I can't cut away from the Mario Paint, but I saw like a video on my feed that was of like the British dub or something, like the UK dub, whatever. And it was like people were saying they got rid of his like fruitiness or whatever. I have to see if I can find it later. Skittle is so good at Dota. Isn't it attractive, Ebo? Like that's definitely a panty dropper. I haven't said that in a long time. Shoutouts. So hot, right? Is Skittle doing way better than what you could do, Ebo? What are they called? Skittle was telling me. Oh, I can actually literally look because Skittle sent me a Google Doc on it last night. That an upcoming change they're adding to Smite is a thing called aspects, and it sounds like something kind of similar to from what Skittles described that Dota has. Is that it is. Aspects are an optional choice for gods, selected during god selection phase in the match lobby. These are optional, so you can still play the god with a normal kit, or select an aspect to gain a trade-off. And I guess it's just like, I guess ways you can like have your character like be adjusted to different roles slightly. Like one of the wild ones that I read, yeah, so there's a support character in Smite, Athena, and her like alt is like you can like just lock on to like any of your allies like anywhere on the map, and it will like you'll charge up for like 3 seconds or something, and teleports them, and like while you're charging up, they get like I think they get damage mitigation, and I think they get a shield when you land, or not. Maybe, actually, I don't think they do. But this like aspects thing, I guess you can like. It's like roll shift, bruiser slash jungler, and now her ult targets visible enemies instead, and deals no landing damage, but causes the enemy to take increased damage while like you're channeling. And I'm like, bruh, that sounds wild. That you can just lock onto enemies with that shit. I guess it have to be visible, but like still, like holy shit. But it'll be interesting because I don't think Smite has ever done something like that before. The Skittle like was describing a while back how like Dota has something like that where it's like, oh, you can like do like there's like different like I guess like build paths you can do for characters, or like different like I guess like what is it? It's just like I guess like different ways the character can be like selected, I guess, to do different things depending what role needs to be fulfilled in the match. I forget exactly. It's been a while. Or an owl. Is the sleep amazing? If we're just waking up. I don't know. I guess you can talk to Skittle about that since you're in call with them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. Oh, also, Ebo, another interesting thing that they are putting into the game. I think currently in Smite 2, I think they're like doing like a test for this right now, but there is I guess a new feature they're gonna be adding called CC buffering. I don't know if Dota or League has this, but I guess it'll be like if you like what was an example of it? Like I guess if you were like doing like casting an ability and you get like CC'd before it fully casts, I guess like your move will still go off, but the moment you get CC'd, you won't be able to like aim it anymore. So I guess you don't get that experience of like, oops, my ability is just constantly not coming out because I'm just getting like CC'd every other second, or every like I'm just constantly being CC'd for like 5 seconds straight and I can't do anything. Diminishing returns. Well, it's not diminishing returns, even though Smite does have diminishing returns. Because there are definitely like abilities where it's just like, oops, like I started it. Like there's like definitely a lot of like jumps or like dashes where it's like there's like a half-second like startup time on it. Where like if you get CC'd during that startup, it just doesn't come out. But with this, it'll be like, oh, it'll still like come out, but you'll like lose the ability to aim it afterwards since you got CC'd, is my understanding of how it's gonna work. Guess I'm pretty sure Smite 2 has diminishing returns. I'd assume it does, because Smite 1 has diminishing returns. Which makes sense. I need to finish this painting up. I've been kind of like just talking for a while, and I've been just kind of like going around like just like very lightly like adjusting things in this painting. Just like really trying to refine it. I think it looks pretty good. Question mark. The water looks, well, I don't even know, like Quiet Woods. Like, would you call this like water? I don't know. I guess it. I don't know. It's something. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. Yeah, and by the time like all that stuff is in the game, they're gonna have like a bunch of new gods to play as, so just like having more in the game and hopefully just more like polish in general for it. Yeah, I haven't been playing at all the past, it's like month basically. I haven't played really. Been getting that login bonus though. Hey. Can't stomp the login bonuses now, can ya? Also, tragically, like, I was gonna stream yesterday originally, and then I just kind of, like, didn't. I think because I, like, literally forgot I was doing laundry, and I was like, oh, I should wait till, like, my laundry's done, because I don't want to, like, have to deal with, like, oops, my laundry was, like, sitting in the dryer for, like 6 hours just waiting, and then now I gotta do laundry. I was like, I'm not dealing with that. But also, I'm pretty sure it's like probably better to take your laundry out of the dryer like as soon as possible, just so it doesn't like get all wrinkly from sitting in there. I'm pretty sure you can definitely get a bunch of wrinkles in clothing if you just let it sit in the dryer for too long. But then I don't know. And then I was like, I don't know. I just kind of started vibing. And then I didn't stream. So rip. But I'm here today. I'm here today. But my clothes can get musty if I don't switch them over soon enough. Like if you leave them in the washing machine like too long. And without changing to the dryer. Can understand that. When I put my clothes in the dryer or in the washing machine yesterday, because like we use like the pods, shouts to pods. I put the pod in and I watched the pod like kind of just like fall to like the front of the washing machine, and it was just kind of like sticking there for a second, and I was like, like this is probably fine, honestly. And then I like after like a minute just like left, and I'm pretty sure it's fine. but I've never like seen it do that. But I guess I don't usually pay attention to like, I don't usually look at it. I don't know like what made me do that. It was just kind of there existing. For some reason, I decided to do that. Alright, I think this needs to be toned back a little bit, but... yeah, I think I'm down to call this one done here.